Hello and welcome to another edition of UK Crime Gone on Camera. This time we're covering Ram Raiders. What you're watching here is just one of a spree of ATM raids a criminal gang carried out across England, Scotland and Wales. The shocking CCTV footage shows a ram raiding gang stealing a haul of £600,000 from cash machines at shops, train stations, post office and petrol stations. They carried out 17 attacks in total over a period of 19 months, causing over £1 million worth of damage. Police say the group would use a stolen van and straps to rip standalone cash machines from the ground before fleeing in a stolen high-powered vehicle on false plates. For ATMs and buildings, the gang would use power tools or vehicles to smash through doors and use a drill to access the contents inside. Detectives said there was a core trio behind the raids and that they used partners, relatives and other associates in an on-call capacity so the criminal operation would run smoothly. Ten people were sentenced to a combined total of 29 years and 8 months in prison after admitting a range of offences. Two of the trio of crooks behind the raids got 7 years and 6 months for conspiracy to commit burglary with intent to steal and conspiracy to steal. The other received 6 years and 8 months for the same offences. East Midlands Special Operation Unit Detective Chief Inspector Darren Brown described the gang as a brash but technically skilled organised group which found strength as a close-knit omni-component criminal community operating under a clear leadership. He said, on the face of it, this type of crime may seem victimless, but in attacking ATMs, this group has attacked at the very heart of the community. The ram raiding thieves here were caught on CCTV smashing through a newsagent's before ripping out the cash machine and speeding off with it, dragging it along the road. Footage from inside the shop shows how the raiders repeatedly rammed the shop front, causing £11,000 worth of damage. The two men were also responsible for robbing staff at a second shop, as well as breaking into numerous homes across Kent. CCTV captured the Ford Transit van smashing through the front window so one of them could crawl under the shattered shutters and attach a cord to the cash machine. The van driver then sped off with the ATM in tow, while his partner fled in a separate car. But after the law caught up to them, the burglars were sentenced to a combined total of 22 years in jail. ruthless gang of thugs were jailed for 61 years after a series of ram raid cash point robberies were caught on shocking CCTV. They made off with around £200,000 during their 3-month crime wave. Banks, supermarkets, convenience stores, and a college were targeted by thieves during their heists across the West Midlands. After stealing cars, the gang would smash their way into buildings before tying straps around freestanding ATMs to rip them free. The CCTV footage shows the crooks ploughing stolen vehicles through glass windows before making their escape. The gang also carried out violent robberies, including an attack on a security guard where a cash box containing tens of thousands of pounds was stolen. They were responsible for 14 offences during the 3 months, predominantly targeting ATMs, but also stole around £40,000 worth of cigarettes. In total, 13 vehicles were stolen during the crime spree and were used to carry out a spate of robberies. A court was told how the prolific crooks first targeted Solihull College and escaped with £2,000 in cash and caused £20,000 worth of damage. They also struck at a Co-op, a Tesco Express, Morrison's, often in broad daylight as shocked shoppers looked on in horror. They also attacked a security guard with hammers and a crowbar to steal a cash box containing £20,000. They then attempted to launder the money through bookmakers in the West Midlands. The gang also targeted a nationwide bank in Shirley, during which they rammed a police car head-on, causing minor injuries to 2 officers. 4 members of the gang were caged for a combined total of 61 years. 7 other men were convicted of being part of the gang. This dramatic police footage caught the moment a brazen gang of ram raiders broke into a shopping arcade. The footage shows them drive their car inside, do a 3-point turn, and then one of the crooks gets out to move a children's playground ride. The criminals here left hundreds of thousands of pounds of damage and destruction in their wake. And then they back the car into the ATM to knock it over. One of the hoodlums then pulls out straps to attach to the ATM. Another thug comes running in. Next, the driver drives off with the ATM and a child's toy car right attached. Well, one of them managed to detach that. And you guessed it, it wasn't long until the law caught up with them. Helicopter footage from later that day shows them all driving in a vehicle as they're pursued by the police. And soon, they're scrambling out, running every which way to avoid capture from the police. However, that strategy didn't work out, and the bobbies eventually nabbed them all. The group stole vehicles and equipment to commit the ram raids. They targeted a service station and supermarkets. Officers trawled CCTV footage, phone records, and carried out extensive forensic searches to bring the gang to justice. All 4 were jailed after they pled guilty and were sentenced for a combined total of over 20 years. This shocking CCTV footage shows the moment a bungling ram raider reversed its speed into a jewellery store and almost ran over his accomplice. Security cameras captured the dramatic moment the motorist reversed a stolen pickup truck into the store to smash a huge hole in the front. Seconds later, his masked accomplice wielding a sledgehammer arrives in another vehicle and enters the jewellers on foot before threatening terrified staff members. The man can be seen scrambling around to pick up items of jewellery that were sent flying through the air following the smash. The hapless truck driver is captured reversing into the store again, only to smash into the side of the robber inside. Trapped between the vehicle and the shop front, the robber then tumbles out of the jewellers on his hands and knees before escaping with his accomplice with a haul that included Rolex watches. The ram raider, along with 6 co-defendants, were sentenced to a total of 43 years. The group were found guilty of the organised theft of more than £1.5 million worth of goods from across the country. And that is that. If you're watching us on Freeview, stay tuned for more authentic UK television curated from the hearts of British communities by journalists living in them. If you're watching anywhere else, please like, share us around and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And why not visit our website shotstv.com for all our video on demand content and sign up to our newsletter to be notified of our latest and greatest videos. Thanks for watching.